On February 7th, 1938, Harvey Firestone dies in Miami at age 69. Firestone was born in Columbiana, Ohio in 1868. He moved to Chicago in 1896 and, with partners, established a retail tire business. In 1900, Firestone moved to Akron, Ohio, then the nation's center of tire production, and by 1902, he was head of his own tire manufacturing company. He teamed up with Henry Ford to manufacture tires for the Model T, pushing Firestone to the top of the American tire industry. His company was innovative in design and manufacturing, pioneering many new tires and treads, often working with Thomas Edison to develop these innovations. Firestone bypassed Britain's monopoly on raw rubber production in Southeast Asia by establishing his own large rubber plantations in the West African nation of Liberia. Firestone, Ford, Edison, and naturalist John Burroughs became close friends and often vacationed together. They referred to themselves as the Vagabonds. They are credited with pioneering the idea of the Great American Road Trip. The Vagabonds were sometimes joined in their adventures by other friends, including Herbert Hoover, who would become the 31st President of the United States in 1927. Firestone turned the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company over to his son Harvey Firestone Jr. in 1932, and he died in 1938 of coronary thrombosis. Firestone Tire and Rubber Company's business relationship with Ford Motor Company lasted nearly 100 years. That relationship soured, however, beginning in the year 2000. This was due to a major controversy related to Firestone tires on new Ford Explorers. There was an issue with tread separation on the tires, which caused rollover accidents, resulting in hundreds of deaths and major lawsuits. Firestone was forced to recall millions of tires. Each company blamed the other for the accidents. Fallout over the issue led the companies to sever the ties that were formed so many years before by their founders, Henry Ford and Harvey Firestone.
Here are other events that happened today in history.
In 1812, earthquakes cause a fluvial tsunami in the Mississippi River, making the river flow backward. In 1964, Beatlemania sweeps the nation as the Beatles arrive in New York City for their first visit to the U.S. In 1970, LSU basketball star Pistol Pete Maravich sets a single-game record by scoring 69 points. In 1979, infamous Auschwitz doctor Joseph Mengele dies of a stroke while living in hiding in Brazil. In 1984, American Bruce McCandless becomes the first human to perform an untethered spacewalk. In 1995, Ramzi Youssef, mastermind of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, is arrested in Pakistan. In 2023, LeBron James becomes the NBA's all-time leading scorer, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And now, it's time for our Today in History quiz.
How old was Mary, Queen of Scots, when she became Scotland's queen? 6 days old? 6 weeks old? 6 months old? Or 6 years old?
Think you know the answer? Drop your guesses in the comments below. Find out if you're right tomorrow on Today in History.